What's up, YouTubers, visitors? So today I'm gonna do a little bit of a different video. I've actually been wanting to do one of these for a really long time, except, well, my family hasn't really been for it. So today we're going to be interviewing my sister. She's younger than me. She is going to be giving her absolute unbiased opinion on what's going on, what she thinks, all the stuff that I've told her in the
Can I
last
be seen right now?
3 years. No.
Okay, make sure.
And just to give you guys a good perspective of what it's like to have two different viewpoints in one household. It's it sometimes can be frustrating, but unfortunately getting towards the truth, you're gonna have to bash heads with people. So as always, don't forget to share this to most of your social media platforms. It's completely fine if you want people to have other opinions, open up their mind. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get notified for the next video that I put out. And other than that, it should be an interesting ride. I'm just gonna ask questions and see where this little interview takes us. Alright, so switch over the camera here. This is Michelle. This is my sister. Say hello, Michelle, to all
Hi,
YouTubers.
everybody.
Okay, so we've been lied to. What's your opinion on that? Do you think that we've been lied to? Do you think there's people that are absolutely crazy? What is your viewpoint on the last 3 years with me?
At the beginning, we fought a lot because what you're saying is crazy. But, I mean, who am I to tell you what is true or not when I've not really done the research myself or been there myself or anything else really to that point? Um,
Now, would you say that at the time it wasn't of interest to you? Would you say that you didn't have the time to look into something like that?
it was worse than not of interest to me. It was something that I never even thought of. Um, we've been taught by such a young age that there's only one plausible shape of the world, and to think otherwise, you're crazy. You're batshit. Shoot. Crap.
Oh, it's okay.
Well, maybe we want it family friendly. But it has been 3 years, and I have lived with a flat earther for 3 years, and I am a glober still. Saying that, I don't believe that the Earth is a globe. Never did. Um, However, believing it is flat, I'm not going to say I can't believe it or that I don't believe it, but I need more facts. By the fact of being taught from a young age that the world is a globe, we've been presented with enough facts that it's hard for us to create or imagine anything else. So, by that, we all think that it's crazy to just imagine the world being flat, but I mean, it could be. I mean, unless you've actually been there, you don't know.
So, out of all the information that I have come across over the past 3 years of this profound journey, what would you say would be the most compelling point that I've made about it possibly being flat?
That would be the fact that it's not flat. Not meaning that it's not flat. Your observation is that it is flat. My point in saying that is that it's not the biggest point as to being concerned of why the world is flat. Being flat is just
a part of it.
1% of half of the reason, quarter of the reason, however you want to say it, that people believe that the earth is flat. There's more than just that to it. That's where it started for all of these people that realize realize if you want to. Um, it's easy to believe in a fictitious world that everything just is set in stone. The government just is there for us, and people are just people. But to get down to it, flat Earth is honestly just where it starts, and it opens the doors to other things such as FEMA camps and the politicians and lies. Pretty much, flat Earth is the first lie that was offered to us or presented to us, or it was the first thing that people started questioning publicly. Maybe things like 9/11 and Area 51, Antarctica. I mean, all of these things start when you have been introduced to the idea of flat Earth. All of these revelations will come afterwards. All of this knowledge comes afterwards. You don't realize that when somebody looks at you and says, "I believe in flat Earth," they're not just spouting off what they think the imagery or the presentation of the size of the Earth is. There's a lot more that actually comes with it. Me and my brother actually fought over that itself the first year when he brought this up to me, that I struggled with the idea that there was more to it. But when you hear flat Earth, you as somebody who doesn't believe it, gets stuck on those few tiny words. The Earth is flat, and you think, "Well, fuck, I'm smarter than that. You're an idiot." And I mean,
Now it's
how ignorant are you to even say that if you've never actually been there or humored him enough to done the research, which is what I did for the first year. I actually even kicked him out of my own home. And I apologized. He came back, and now we're a stronger relationship than ever. I just want to write a disclaimer right now. Even if you do come across somebody who believes maybe the Earth is flat, maybe they believe the Earth is a fucking pineapple. Who the hell are you to laugh in their face? Have you been there? Have you been to space? You've not. So, if you do love this person who is claiming this or whatever, honestly, the best thing that you can do is support them, because let's face it, they're not killing people, and they're not raping people, and they're not hurting anybody by believing in something that's differently than you. So the least thing that you can do is give them support. I give my brother the utmost support, and I dodge a lot of battles. And people say, "Oh, you must be a flat earther too." I'm not. But I'm not going to be a pig-headed bigotry of a person to
demean people.
demean him because he doesn't believe the same thing as I do, or I don't understand what he does. That's wrong. We are here to get along.
So, moon landing. Did it happen? Did we go? Is it a hoax? What's your opinion?
Or is it part of a flat earth discussion? It's not part of the flat earth discussion, but at the same time it is, because it's one of those proposed lies. No, I don't believe we ever landed on the fucking moon.
Do you believe it's something to be landed on?
I personally, yes, I believe in space. I don't believe we're the only ones out there. Fuck that. I believe we are a planet of many planets and many solar systems that have life. I do not believe that we are that special, that we're the only thing in the vast entirety of it. No. Um, do I believe that we can reach the moon? No. Um, I don't think that our technology, we can't even properly research our own backyard and the weights of our own waters that we know we can feel ourselves. The idea of going to space itself, it's not very plausible. Not to mention the proof of the moon landing. There's no great blast crater at the bottom of the lunar module. Um, if you look at the actual footage from 1969 of the actual moon landing, you can actually see through the people when they're walking around. You can see the flagpole through Neil Armstrong as he's walking around on the goddamn moon. So don't see how that's possible. There's different sun directions, and I'm not even a goddamn scientist. These are just various, normal, average person observations. Same with 9/11, same with Antarctica, and you know what? I'm more into Antarctica than a lot of people. But it's just the same idea. They're all lies. They're hidden. Did we go to the moon? No. Did Buzz Aldrin admit that we didn't go to the moon? Yes. Why can't we go back to the moon? Because it's a very painful process, and we've lost that. We can't get it back. But now we're planning on going to Mars. So no, all that's bullshit. Next question. Sorry.
All right. The Bible. Everybody that researches some sort of information that they come across that involves flat Earth seems to bring them back to the Creator, a Creator. Do you put that Creator in the same realm as flat Earth, or do you put that in your globe opinion?
Excuse me. Kind of later. You reword that a little bit differently?
You believe in the globe.
No.
So the idea of the Big Bang is not a thing to you.
No.
So then, is there a Creator?
Yes.
So,
But that's not God to me. Never has been, never will be. Or the God that, that selfish man that people speak of, or not man, spirit, whatever you want to call it of. I believe in Mother Nature. I believe in the spirit of the earth and the wellness of the earth. I believe that what damage you do to the earth will come back tenfold and fix itself. I believe that everybody that's on this earth walking right now is here for a reason. And for anybody who's also walking here right now to say that something higher said that they weren't supposed to, saying that in itself is kind of ignorant, because how do you propose them why they are here? For instance, our mother is gay, and we are clearly here. Pretty sure she was here for a reason. I mean, we're here for a reason. If she was gay and she was a bad person, wouldn't she have died in a car accident or something later on, or earlier on rather, in life by God's will? I doubt it. I
okay,
don't believe in God.
so the God of the Bible.
Yeah, the written God, Word of God.
What about the idea of there being a dome? Do you think that we are sealed underneath a dome, or do you think that there could be an extensive
I don't believe in a
ceiling?
dome. I don't believe in a hollow earth.
So space, in your opinion, is there. We just can't get to it.
I believe that Antarctica is more than what it is. As for the firmament or a globe or a dome idea, I don't really believe in that or have found any evidence with my own findings.
What is it about Antarctica that seems to grab everybody's attention? I mean, I know that they say that there's the wall there. We've seen pictures. Those pictures could be literally of anything. What is, and another thing is about, guys, these maps. You gotta realize that they're putting together these maps. So, I know for a fact that while my sister has been looking on Google Earth, which is their platform, they created it. So they know all the ins and outs. They could stitch in and stitch out. All it is piecing together information just like they did with the picture of the globe. Now, if we go into Antarctica, well, there's definitely things down there that, well, I don't, in my opinion, I don't think they should be there. What is Tell us a little bit about some of the things that you've found in Antarctica, in your opinion, that you wouldn't think that should be there, since they've told us that it's inhabitable. It only houses the penguins. It's only got penguins for life. Nobody can go there. What's your opinion on Antarctica, and what are the things that you found there?
Admiral E. Byrd went down to Antarctica in '67. He took 40 men the first time, 42 men the first time. The next few times, he took different amounts of men. He claimed that the Antarctica was a plateau that of 10,000 feet high, and the North Pole was that of a plateau 10,000 feet low. When I watched the Admiral Byrd documentary, whatever you would call it, I was intrigued because there was so much information that he spoke of that he didn't seem like he was speaking of as in like it needed to be hidden, or at that time it wasn't a hiding secret kind of deal. But when you go on even just simply Google Earth to look at Antarctica, you can't find much. And if you do, it's because you've been there for a long ass time. I mean, a day and a half is what I've had to endure watching and scrolling over specks and specks of what Google Earth has claimed to be pictures of Antarctica, when really there's so much information that people don't even know about Antarctica, such as, for example, Deception Island, which is an island off the coast of Antarctica, which is still called Antarctica. It was an island that in the 60s scientists went to, and they were doing, scientific studies, but there was a volcano there that blew up and destroyed the whole island. But on top of that, I mean, when you go to the Antarctic Treaty and stuff like that, and you actually do the research, you're presented with a few things. There's an Antarctic Treaty saying that only scientific research should be done on Antarctica, and nobody else can go there unless it's for scientific research. But if you dig a little bit deeper, you'll realize that there's actually more than that going on, and that the actual islands surrounding Antarctica were actually key point for a huge war that actually happened, where all of these treaty people were actually fighting for rights of Antarctica. And as it stands now, there are actual U.S. Marshals on the on Antarctica, preventing people from going there and preventing lawful, I'll say, transactions. But I mean, what is lawful going on down there right now, other than scientific supposed research? And why can't we go there? These things weird me out, and it's not like I saw some Facebook video that told me we weren't allowed to go to Antarctica, and I was like, oh my god, why not? I didn't know. I actually did research, and I actually went and spent days, I'm telling you. And I'm a mom, so that's how I can get that kind of tension away and get to yourself to do that. But I did, and I came across missiles being shot off the coast of Antarctica and blowing up boats. I came across massive equipment. I came across the pyramids that they found. That is about 4 to 5 kilometers east of, or what they call east of, the Burns Glacier, if you know what that is, which is down off Scott's. What's it called? Scott's.
Munson Scott.
Munson Scott. It's an ice-covered lake, pretty much. It extends out to the farthest perimeter of Antarctica, but everything within it, as in the Hudson's Bay kind of an area, is all ice. It's all an ice plateau structure, and beyond that is the Bird's Ice Glacier. There are ancient structures located on Antarctica, and half of them are actually blurred out, and they're blurred out by Google Earth. Not to mention half the perimeters don't add up, not to mention that the wall is blurred out. So all of that Antarctica stuff is very intriguing to me.
Okay,
I
so
smoke my cigarette.
on the screen
Lighter?
now, I have Deception Island. As you can see, they have lots of stuff set up down there. But I thought they said nobody can take anything down there, have any claims. This is very interesting. And once you hear all the information, you want to go and look for it. And I'm pretty sure there's also something else to point out here. Antarctica is on the bottom of the ball. So this picture should be upside down. Clearly it's right side up because that is our only frame of reference. Now, all the stuff that we've talked about in this interview, moon landing, whether or not the globe, whether or not flat, whether there's a dome, all of this stuff, the point of this is to display that it's all good. I'm switching it back over to me anyway. Anyways, sorry about that, guys. Anyways, the point of this video was to display that people are going to have different opinions. Okay, they have to. That's just the way that this place works. Because if we don't have different opinions, we might as well be those cubicle workers. Same movies you see where everybody's house is the same. They're all cutting the lawns at the same time. They all eat dinner at the same time. It would be one hell of a boring place. But the big thing about this interview is that they lie. And it's not just us, the flat earthers. It's people that believe in your globe model as well. They know. You know. They lie. And the longer that we stay silent, that is our consent. That is us telling them it is okay. That's us letting them get away with it. So speak your mind. Don't be afraid to. Don't be afraid to tell people your opinion, because otherwise they're not going to know. Period. Okay, so I hope you guys all enjoyed this little interview. I'll probably do another one. I was a little unprepared for this. It kind of just happened. If you did like, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn up the truth. Hit the notification bell so you can get notified for my next video or any video that I put out. Like, share on your social media platform, get this video out so that other Globers can get this same kind of viewpoint. You don't need to bash people that think that they have a different worldview. It's not helping. Alright? So, I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Turn up the truth. Peace out.